So thanks to these great friends and partners for their messages. Leave no teacher behind. I like that. For their commitment to education and the well-being of children and families, and their support of education in the teaching profession. Throughout these 24 hours, we will be hearing from organizations and activists and advocates and practitioners who think of the education sector through a lens of what we call the whole child. That is an understanding that access to quality education goes hand in hand with safety, access to nutrition, healthcare, community, social, and emotional support. We'll be hearing a lot more about this in the coming hours. But now I would really like to get started on our journey across the world. So turning it back over to you, Susan Hopgood. Hello, Susan, and hello to the Asia Pacific region.
Welcome, everyone, to the Asia Pacific region, my home region. I'm Susan Hopgood, I'm President of Education International, and I'm coming to you from Melbourne in Australia. In the next 4 hours, we will travel from the islands in the Pacific and farthest to parts of West Asia. In our video stories and live conversations, we will hear teachers share their experiences, struggles, and visions for the future. We're also joined by different sectors and our partners in advancing the right to education and the status and welfare of our teachers, as everyone has a stake in the state of our education systems and the important role teachers play in ensuring quality education for all. In the past challenging months, we've been talking about frontliners. And the reality is that teachers have always been at the forefront in everyday responsibilities, in schools and in leadership roles and in our communities. Now, teachers and education support personnel and their unions have been further challenged to respond to the new teaching learning environment and the evolving needs of our communities. In this crucial time, educators have shown professionalism and dedication, but at the same time, we are held back by long existing problems of the profession and of the education sector. We delve into these issues in the region in the next 4 hours and continue to forward our calls for adequate support to teachers and to education, especially as we rebuild from the impact of the pandemic. Also with us today, and to welcome us to Asia Pacific live from the Japanese Teachers Union, is the chair of the Asia Pacific Regional Committee of Education International, Masaki Okajima.
Good morning, sisters, brothers, and all friends and colleagues in Asian Pacific on the world. まだ?
Masaki, we could hear you, so if you just continue, I think that will be okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you very clearly.
Thank you, Susan. Good morning, sisters, brothers, and all friends and colleagues in Asian Pacific and the world. Welcome all of you to this program of Education International, EI, to celebrate World Teachers' Day. My name is Masaki Okajima, who is the chair of EI, Asian Pacific Regional Committee, and the former president of Japan Teachers Union. Thank you, EI friends and colleagues, for giving me this wonderful opportunity to deliver a welcome message. World Teachers' Day is marked on 5 October to commemorate the anniversary of the adoption of the 1966 ILO UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers. However, as we all know, schools are not operated by only teachers. there are many other educational workers to support schools, students, and teachers. They are also playing essential roles in schools. So let me propose you to celebrate today, the World Teachers' Day, for all of us working and dedicating ourselves for schools and education. Today, we are facing historical challenges caused by the COVID-19 pandemic, which is seriously affecting society, schools, economy, and our lives. We are struggling in a great confusion to function and activate our movement to secure quality education, human rights, and workers' rights. However, the crisis also brought us some positive effects. We have more times to think about our priorities in our lives, schools, and communities. It reminds us to discuss together to overcome challenges. Through trial and errors, we are making progress together, even in the crisis. Also, people refreshed their recognition of school education. Online education cannot fully cover the benefits of school education. Schools are crucial to support children to make emotional, social, mental, and physical development. For some disadvantaged students, schools even mean a lifeline to survive and connect with their community. In this regard, schools have essential roles in our community. Therefore, let's celebrate today for all of us. We are a big team. Our solidarity is becoming more and more important to tackle challenges. Let us work hand in hand under the flag of the Education International in order further strengthen international trade union movement and make a better and brighter future for all of us. Thank you very much, kind, your attention.
Thank you, Okajima-san, for your message and very, very warm welcome. Also welcoming us today to the Asia Pacific and to our World Teachers' Day celebration are Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern of New Zealand and President Tsai Ing-wen of Taiwan. The Maori are also welcoming us. UNESCO Bangkok Director Shigeru Oyaji starts our conversation today on how teachers have been taking the lead. Let us hear their greetings. But before then, we'd like to introduce you to Asia Pacific and the work we do in the region.